In 2016, I decided to move my woodworking business in hopes of growing it into something bigger. Now, only a few years later, people all over the Nashville area are inviting me into their homes to help create unique, one-of-a-kind pieces and make their dreams a reality. So follow along as I take you behind the scenes and show you what it takes to create these custom built-ins. This week I've got a pretty standard project, I would say. This is a project that I have done a couple of times before. In fact, I've done it 8 times in this neighborhood, twice by the same home builder in 2 other neighborhoods, and now I'm going into the new phase of this same neighborhood where the houses are slightly different, but we're doing a very similar design for a similar fireplace. It's also very cold, very early, and I'm very tired. So I'm ready to go. This particular fireplace is pretty interesting because it is like there's these weird bricks that come up, so as it comes straight up the side, they then kind of like jut out and out and out, and then there's a wood mantle. They're all pretty standard for, you know, this neighborhood again, but it's a very interesting way to install it because it's really hard to actually get shelves to fit. So we end up custom cutting the shelves to fit under the weird bricks and over the mantle. But with this one, we're going to be adding some glass doors. We're going to be doing a lot of like extra stuff where the cabinets are actually 6 inches taller than normal. Just random things like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how it fits. And I think the way we're going to end up doing it is by doing the 2 outer shelving units. We're going to end up cutting them on site to custom fit. So I've actually got most of the stuff built here. My second carpenter was working at his shop and partly at my shop and getting a bunch of this stuff ready to go. So we stored it here, we got it ready. We didn't get it primed, but that's okay. We've got about a week to do this. So depending on how long it's going to take us to actually install it and paint it, we should be able to stay on schedule, hopefully. But on that note, my guys will be here any minute. I'm going to finish getting everything prepped and ready this morning so we can get to installing today. So I'm a bad YouTuber, and I managed to make it to the job site today with no batteries for this camera, no batteries for that camera, and no memory card for my GoPro. So I got nothing filmed today, but I did make you this super awesome, very realistic reenactment. Check it out. Once I got the back of that piece flipped over, because I cut the hole on the wrong side, like an idiot. We were gonna go ahead and dry fit everything, and my client came in and told me that she had the electrician actually coming out today, which is great because they weren't supposed to be here till Thursday, and that puts us 2 days ahead of schedule getting to the painting. So that kind of shifted my schedule a little bit in the good direction as opposed to being behind, but that also meant that we had to work most of the day today around the electricians. They did a really good job, and we left as they were finishing up, so fingers crossed I'm going to walk in tomorrow and find that my piece is ready to go with the electricity already there. All we have to do is put in the shelves, get the face framing finally done, and start prepping for paint. So hopefully by tomorrow afternoon we will be able to be priming so that I can have this thing done by next week. So that's where we're at the end of day 2. It has been a roller coaster of emotions so far for me because I am very nervous about how this is going to go with the rest of my schedule for the month. But it's actually working pretty well because the electricians are going to be able to have all of that finished and I can get everything in and installed, and it only puts me a day behind, which is not ideal, but it's better than the alternative. So I'm happy. Early morning, day 4 of installation. Here's what's going on. So the electricians did come out, we got everything ready, and it is face framed and ready to go. I was able to get the caulk on and get everything sanded right before we left yesterday. So I wasn't able to mask and prime like I wanted to, but luckily I'm not as far behind as I originally thought I was going to be at the beginning of this week. I am a little behind on the doors, but it is what it is. So today I'm going to go and mask everything off and turn this room into like a Dexter-style crime scene so that I can spray without getting overspray into the rest of the living room and the house. And my part-time guys are going to be here working at the shop. My other guy has a small shop set up at his house and usually does some of the prep work there and then brings it to the site, but his table saw is down right now. So they're going to be using my table saw and my stuff in my shop, which normally this shop is barely big enough for one dude, let alone 3 and a dog. So it's going to be very interesting here, which is why I'm not going to be here. I'm going to go away and go do something else and get this thing prepped and primed. And that gives them some time to get ready for the next project so we can keep things rolling right into next week. Meanwhile, I'm going to come back, finish routing the doors, sanding the doors, painting the doors, getting the drawers prepped, and having everything ready to go so that on Monday we can hopefully get this project finished up. In the meantime, I'm also working on this sofa table a little bit more. That's one of the reasons I'm out here so early, is because I want to just kind of get some other things done, kind of clear my mind of the minutia and tedium, and just have some fun and then get to work. So I'm going to work on some charcuterie boards and this table and get everything prepped and ready to go for today so I can go over there and paint while my guys are here working. Today we are working on the finishing touches of getting this project hopefully done. I've still got some more work to do on the doors and some paint touch up. I also need to install the glass, but this morning I need to go and purchase some more paint because I ran out this weekend and actually get the glass so that I can have it installed on the pieces by the end of the day today. It is currently freezing and snowing outside. It's only like 6:15 in the morning, so it might warm up, probably not enough to actually spray outside. And my sprayer broke on Friday. I talked to Graco and they said it's a one-time use unit, so there's nothing I can do. I will probably end up buying a new sprayer today, but that is not going to work if it's freezing. So I'm just gonna do some touch up here in the shop, put the glass in, and then maybe even get over to the client's house so that I can go ahead and get some of the stuff installed today and the rest of it installed tomorrow, and we'll see how all that goes. And just like that, y'all, I am done. I honestly think this is one of my favorite versions of this fireplace that I've done so far. Remember that I've done something like 8 versions of this fireplace in this neighborhood and 2 more versions of this fireplace in other neighborhoods by the same builder, both of which I haven't built yet, so you get to see me build those. Yay for you. But this looks awesome. The design changes that the client came up with, including the lights and the uppers with the glass in the doors, was not in the original proposal, and so I really like it. I think it turned out super awesome, and I was very excited to be able to do it. While it did set me back a couple of days, it actually kept me on schedule. I was planning on being done by the 8th. I got done on the 12th. And that's okay because that was like my last minute, you gotta be done by this day. But the glass in the upper doors looks amazing. All of the handles look great. The slide out blanket drawer and the subwoofer shelf on the other side all look amazing. So this piece is super custom and super awesome. In fact, why don't you check it out right now? So thanks for watching, y'all. Don't forget to find me on Instagram. I am at PMK Woodworking. You can message me there. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm trying to increase my followers there, so give me a follow if you haven't already. Go ahead and hit me up on there, and definitely hit me up with a PM if you have done any of my projects or you just want to show off what you've done. I'm happy to see. I do this for fun, not for money, so I definitely want to just see what you guys are working on, offer any advice that I can. You can take it or leave it. I don't really care. I would love to hear from you. Definitely make sure to hit my Amazon store if you would like to see some of the products that I used in this and other projects. I like to post them on my store directly, and you can find the links in the comments below, as well as anything that you buy on Amazon, whether it is a direct link from me or if you just use the link to get to Amazon and then you buy something else, that's okay. I get a little bit of money from that, and it helps support this channel. So please do that. That is what helps keep this channel ad-free, along with clicking on any of the before and after ads that Google puts on there. That's all that I do, and that really does help support this channel and keep me growing and keep me putting out better content for you. I have got an Etsy store. I just launched it. It is PMK Woodworking Shop. So you can go to etsy.com/stores/PMK Woodworking Shop, and you can find my stuff there. If you search regular PMK Woodworking, I think it brings up my wife's shop, where she sells awesome digital prints of handcrafted, hand-lettered, beautiful artwork. So you can definitely check that out as well. I think hers is etsy.com/shops/settling in sawdust, so you can find her on there as well. But if it just happens to come up when you search me, that's okay. Go ahead and buy something from her too. With that being said, I'm gonna go inside because it is getting dark. It is cold. You can see my breath. Did you see it? It's cold. I'm tired, and I've got a whole new project to start tomorrow morning, which we're already halfway through. So we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.